It was one of those rare nights when Cristiano Ronaldo took a break from his demanding football schedule and returned to his hometown, Madeira. The streets where he once played barefoot as a child now felt both familiar and distant. That evening, lost in nostalgia, he decided to take a quiet walk through the city. He remembered his childhood struggles, the hunger, the dreams, and his mother's sacrifices. He reflected on how far he had come, how life had taken him from these very streets to the grand stadiums of the world. Just as he was deep in thought, he heard something unusual, a faint trembling sound coming from the shadows. It wasn't the sound of late-night revelers or the rustling wind. It was something more heartbreaking, a child's cry. Ronaldo stopped in his tracks. He turned toward the sound and in the dimly lit alley saw a small figure curled up next to a trash bin. His heart pounded. As he stepped closer, he realized it was a little boy wrapped in a thin, tattered blanket, shivering in the cold. He knelt down beside the boy and, with the gentlest voice, asked, "Hey, little buddy, what are you doing here?" The boy, scared and weak, looked up at him. His eyes, though filled with fear, also held a hint of recognition. "What's your name?" Ronaldo asked again, softly. After a brief silence, the boy whispered, "Miguel." Miguel was only 8 years old. He had lost his parents in a tragic natural disaster. With no close relatives willing to take him in, he had been left to survive on the streets, begging for food, sleeping wherever he could find shelter. Ronaldo felt a deep, piercing pain in his chest. He had known struggle too. He had gone to bed hungry as a child, had watched his mother sacrifice everything for him, and now here in front of him was a boy going through the same hardship. He couldn't just walk away. Without hesitation, he picked Miguel up and took him to a nearby hotel. He ordered food, and as he watched the boy devour every bite, he realized something. He couldn't leave him behind. The next morning, Ronaldo made some calls to his closest friends and trusted team members. He needed to know if Miguel had any surviving family, if there was any official record of him. But no one knew him. At that moment, Ronaldo made a decision. Miguel would not be alone anymore. He arranged for Miguel to be placed in a safe and well-cared-for environment, ensuring he had food, shelter, and an education. But for Ronaldo, this wasn't enough. He didn't just want to help Miguel survive. He wanted him to thrive. Miguel slowly began to adjust to his new life. But one day, something unexpected happened. During a casual football match with other children at the orphanage, Miguel scored an incredible goal. Ronaldo, who had come to check on him, watched in awe. There was something in Miguel's movements, his control of the ball, his hunger to win. It felt familiar. He recognized the spark. This kid has something special, Ronaldo thought. He wasted no time and enrolled Miguel in a professional football academy. He arranged for the best coaches, tracked his progress, and made sure Miguel had every opportunity to develop his talent. For Miguel, this was more than just football. It was a second chance at life. The road to professional football is never easy. Miguel faced countless challenges. There were moments of doubt, times when he felt he wasn't good enough, but he never gave up, because someone had taught him that nothing in life comes easy, and victories are earned, not given. Years passed, and Miguel's talent began to shine. He climbed through the ranks, eventually earning a spot in a major club's youth academy. His story caught the media's attention. Once a homeless boy found in the trash, now a rising football star. This story is not just about football. It's about how one act of kindness can change someone's life forever. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just give Miguel food and shelter. He gave him hope, a dream, and a future. And maybe, just maybe, the greatest victories in life aren't won on the pitch, but in the moments when we choose to help another human being. One day, Miguel's team made it to a championship final. Sitting in the stands was none other than Cristiano Ronaldo himself. As Miguel walked onto the field, his eyes locked onto Ronaldo's. A silent moment passed between them, a moment of gratitude, of destiny. Miguel played his heart out that day, and when he led his team to victory, the stadium erupted in cheers. Reporters rushed to Ronaldo, eager for a comment. "What do you think about Miguel's incredible journey?" a journalist asked. Ronaldo smiled and simply said, "I was once a kid with nothing, and someone believed in me. Now it's my turn to believe in him." Later, in an emotional post-match interview, Miguel, with tears in his eyes, held the microphone and said, Cristiano changed my life. He's not just a football legend, he's a real-life hero.